Hey YouTube, just working back on the CNC again, on the upgrades. I'm just working on doing a test cut on this piece here, just to make sure that my dimensions are right before I send it out to have it made in steel. But that looks pretty good. My only concern is if there's any variation in angle between those bearing holders. If there's the slightest bit of difference in them, or if I get the width wrong, even by the slightest amount, I'm going to have a fair bit of grinding ahead of me. So what I might do is leave them nice and tight like that, so if I do need to make any adjustments, it won't look so unsightly when I do make them. So we'll see how we go with cutting the other end. There goes nothing. Well, considering I had to cut both ends separately and just turn the piece around in order to cut the second end, I'd say it was a pretty damn good fit. Okay, this is the first real glimpse at what it will look like when it's in place. The whole mechanism here in the centre will be turned around, so these pulleys will be on the other side. Well, I should say this plate will be on this side, the motor will be on this side. I'm just having a bit of a look for alignment for the holes, where the holes are going to go. That was one thing I really couldn't measure up. I could measure up these end pieces okay, but just where exactly I was going to put the holes was the million-dollar question. I might also get them to custom, rather than just get a square piece or a rectangle piece of plate. I might get them to come up a little bit like this, so I can put a couple of holes through here using these guys, and possibly the same down the bottom. So we'll see how that pans out. But looking at the amount of slack in the belt, because I've got a full adjustment here all the way up from there to there, adjustment there, I can drop these down another hole, and hopefully this won't come off. It was fairly tight, just trying to squeeze it on the end there, so when it's all said and done, I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. Now I can put together some final designs and get the piece of metal cut up. I just propped a couple of pieces of metal in there to try and lift those bolts up, just to give it a bit more height, and probably want this belt up a little bit more just to stop it flapping. That's the whole point of that lower idler beam there. So what I think I'll do is this bolt can go through the bottom of here, or in the centre there, but about this height, which should give me a nice amount on there. Still got plenty of tension, so looks good.